My name is Edmond Nofuru.
Are you an author?
Yes, I'm author of one book already and several other articles, both published and unpublished.
What's your book called?
The book I have, which is almost getting out of the publishing house now, is Know the Oroko Ethnic Group, with a subtitle, An Overview of a People in Diversity.
So the people called Balondo are known as Efut in Calabar.
Yes, that's one of my findings. In one of my findings, that is exactly what I discovered. Yeah, that they are known as Efut. It's actually the Calabar people who call them Efut, but the Balondo people themselves in Cameroon do not call themselves Efut. In fact, that's a normal African style. If you go to a place like Ndian Division, there's a particular area in Manu they call the Jagams. And the Jagam country is divided predominantly into two. And it is the Manu River that divides them. And so on one side of the mountain, Manu River, I beg your pardon, the people are referred to as Njemea. While on the other side, the other people are referred to as Ngunaya. That is, one calls the other Njemea and the other calls the other side Ngunaya. So it's a normal African style of calling another person.
Many names,
yes.
Yeah. So there's a legend in Cuba about a volcanic mountain that had a tribe of albinos on it.
Of course, they may be referring to Mount Camerún, the very famous Mount Camerún, which is situated in Fako Division, West Africa. I know that is very famous after Mount Kilimanjaro. And I'm not surprised that they are referring to it as volcanic, because I have been an eyewitness to two recent eruptions that started off with a lot of mountain tremors, and it was actually dreadful. To some people, I think it was traumatizing.
What about the albinos on the mountain?
Yes, the albinos are very significant in the Bakweri culture, because there is a legendary story that holds that the mountain, the Bakweris have a god they call Epasamoto, and it is widely believed that Epasamoto, and it is widely believed that the Epasamoto god of the Bakweri lives in a very mystical cave in the mountain itself. And Epasamoto, the direct translation of Epasamoto means one side of a body. And it's very difficult to see any person who had ever seen the Epasamoto god itself. It is only a myth. Some of us take it like a myth. But I remember once a documentary over CRTV station, television, Boya, had produced a documentary about Epasamoto. And in fact, they had done a kind of statue to resemble to the closest means they can of the Epasamoto they have been hearing of. But the Bakweris themselves have a native way of calling the word Epasamoto. They instead call it Ebasamoto. And there the phonetics doesn't matter much. But the significance of it is that it is widely believed that that particular god is being fed every after an average of 20 years. And each time he feels hungry, the mountain erupts. And to quell down the eruption, it is widely believed that at least one or two albinos have to be caught and thrown into the hot lava. I've been an eyewitness in the last eruption when it started, and some university students who were albinos fled for their life away from Boya because they had been told about this myth. And that is the only proof I have to give as concerns the the feeding of the Epasamoto god when the mountain erupts, the Boya Mount Cameroon erupts.
So is the name Mokóngo famous in Bakweri region?
Mokóngo?
Yeah.
I think so. You know, most of the coastal people share in their cultural, most of their cultural aspects. Mokóngo in Oroko is known as, it's a masquerade. It's a particular masquerade that represents the cat family. And I think that I have seen festivities with the Bakweri people where they have also exhibited the Mokóngo dance. But it should be noted that the most important traditional festival of the Bakweris is the Malay dance. Yeah, the one that represents the animal, the elephant totem. Yes.